In this video I'll be analyzing and sharing my thoughts on the Spirit Halloween 2026 halfway to Halloween teaser, perhaps a pretty odd teaser per se. So unlike any other previous halfway teaser we've got from Spirit in the past, this time we received a teaser that doesn't only give us quick glimpses of objects or sound effects, but it gives us quick glimpses at what for props we'll be getting to see within the ISE itself, which, if you know, back in December of 2025, some doofus decided to leak videos of these items. Therefore this teaser isn't really all that exciting to see now. Anyways, in our first screenshot we have 4 Polaroids, with 2 names being Harvey Carvey and Creepy Crawler. Then at the bottom of the frame we have a new clown animatronic, I believe known as Wind Up Wally. From what I see, he looks interesting considering that he's wearing a dunce cap, which is different for once, and he overall gives off a slight vintage vibe. Speaking of vintage, dead humor is back after 12 years of being, well, dead. That's something alright. Don't know what's on the picture, but it's definitely a thing. Here is our first official look at Harvey Carvey, and he's definitely a weird looking prop for sure. From what I've heard, he's a very simple trick or treater type character, but to me he looks like a knight or a mini headless horseman. People are also mentioning that he may be a jump scare, particular a Dagger Mike reskin. Next up we have Pumpkin Punisher. The name alone makes this guy sound very menacing, and believe it or not he's apparently 7 foot tall, and is a reskin of Darling Dolly. I'd like to get him this season due to all the factors I just said about, though there is another animatronic that I'll discuss then that may be better than Pumpkin Punisher. For now let's discuss the Doomsday Duo. Originally known as Gas Up, Doomsday Duo is yet another standout animatronic from the lineup so far. In short, these are a mother and kid wearing gas masks, then in sync they rip off the masks to reveal their gruesome messed up faces. This is definitely better than Trixie, even though this is a duo, and if I'm not mistaken, this item is Fog Machine compatible. Yeah, this is definitely a misfortune of an animatronic, but she'll for sure have people that'll buy her. His name is Buzz. Not much to say about him other than he looks to have lots of detailing on his body, and he's big. Then we have our first look at the brand new for 2026 Jumping Spider, only it has a completely new look. From what I can personally gather, he's going to be yellow, therefore it may or may not be a radioactive-esque spider. I'm also thinking that he may also be blacklight reactive, which will be cool to see once again on a Jumping Spider animatronic. Next up we have the Xenomorph from the Alien movie franchise, and he looks pretty good looking and accurate to how it appears in the films, though it's not something I'd get. He's probably very big as well because he's actually an all-blow mold animatronic, which I appreciate over fabric overlaid pieces. Finally, for this frame we have Crackles the Clown, in which, just like the Doomsday Duo, Crackles, if you remember, also has a reveal gimmick with his face. Here are not 1, but 2 animatronics in our next still shot, one being the already released Creepy Crawler. Not sure if they meant to release it now, but they did, and he's messed up in a good way. It's basically undead human roadkill, as you can probably see by the giant tire mark on his back. His face is busted up with gashes, bruises, and flesh and skin ripped up. I wished he had more blood on his jacket with maybe some rips, but I still like him nonetheless, unlike Trash Bandit. It's not so much the prop itself, it's the fact that there's 4 to 5 animatronics who have the same idea of some critter popping up out of a tin trash can. Trash Bandit Raccoon does look interesting, but again, it's a budget item, so it'll have its share of buyers. This is Willow the AI talking witch. Now before you have a panic attack and think AI is coming to ruin Spirit Halloween, let me hopefully clear the air please. Willow Witch is not directly an AI, and what I'm thinking is that she'll have a number of presets that you can speak to her with, similar to that new interactive skeletal parrot from Home Depot this year. Please take this whole theory with a grain of salt, cause maybe Willow the Witch will become possessed by your Amazon Alexa and start spitting random life advice that you don't want. Admit that she does look pretty good for a hag witch with the tall wooden staff next to her. And hey, if this idea flops, we could still see more of the motion tracking animatronics like Jack the Reaper or whatever else. What a lonesome little guy we have here, just sitting on his post with his trusty harmonica. With jokes aside, this is Harmonica Hank, and he looks decent. He's a scarecrow, but still he's alright, and he's family friendly, so he's not going to be too crazy with anything. Who knows, maybe he's Bluetooth compatible, which would be interesting to see on him considering that last year's Bluetooth compatible animatronic from Spirit Halloween flopped. Here we have yet another Ghostface animatronic, and yeah, it's basically Fire Demon reskinned as Ghostface with, I believe, his tactile vest on. Unfortunately, or fortunately, it already has people who want it. I'm more of a fan of the 2024 premium Ghostface animatronic, also from Spirit. Finally, I get to talk about the other new prop that I was mentioning earlier with Pumpkin Punisher, the Screaming Reaper. This is definitely a mysterious item unlike everything else from this teaser, though I do have a few predictions regarding this animatronic. For one, this could possibly be a Mr. Dark or Sinister Straw Man reskin, except I don't see an extra piece of armature or fabric coming from his back unless they redesigned the mechanism to be more hidden. Prediction number 2, he's going to be our sliding drawer character of the year. The only way that this Reaper is the one for the year is if they cancelled the hovering demon version that we saw back in December of 2025. And prediction number 3, this is a completely new type of mechanism and prop that Spirit is debuting this season. To be honest, that's what I'm thinking and hoping for, but who knows, but it definitely looks like a techie design or a crazy create style product in my opinion. But what do you think? Do you think that Screaming Reaper will be something new and unexpected, or an animatronic style that we've seen already? Bog Monster looks okay, but I don't quite understand why they made this animatronic look like a dragon, because to my knowledge, dragons don't live in swamps unless it's not a dragon and it's some other creature like, you know, a bog monster. Jeremy Jaws, on the other hand, is surprisingly interesting. Looks like a somewhat boring zombie prop until both his one eye and lower jaw detach from his face via a string pulley mechanism. On paper it sounds like a cool idea and has potential, but I guarantee that there'll be a few broken ones out there in existence this year. And I hope to God it's not a Heckles or freaking Neon Nightmare type situation. Back to the positives about Jeremy Jaws, apparently he has the same audio as Bog Zombie, also from Spirit. Based around one of his recent appearances in Welcome to Derry, this is our blood-soaked Pennywise life-sized animatronic, and overall he looks pretty good in terms of accuracy to how he looked in this particular scene. Depending on a few factors, this could turn out to be a great prop, especially this year since Spirit is attempting to bring out clown animatronics that people will more than likely buy. But again, you never know, this thing could have gotten made up last minute and it can turn out to be underwhelming slop. And while I'm at it, here's our final animatronic from the teaser, known as Carnival Creeper. While yes, he is a clown version of Nightcrawler, I like Carnival Creeper. Unfortunately, I'm worried about the setup for this guy because he more than likely has the same frame and structure as Nightcrawler, but I am holding out hope that Spirit redesigned the parts for Carnival Creeper so that nobody has to go through the ringer again with such horrid setup process. Spirit Halloween's 2026 animatronic lineup is very exciting to finally see, and I can't wait to see it in person. Fortunately, there's a few things that I am interested in, like for example, Screaming Reaper or the Pumpkin Punisher. We also have the return of Dead Humor from 2013, which is a surprise. Now, I'm not sure if we have more new stuff to see from Spirit Halloween like animatronics, but I believe there's more like the Jason Voorhees and the highly anticipated Freddy Fazbear animatronic. Stay tuned, because in the following months, the entirety of the
Skull King, my friend, can you help me find my pet alien? I was tending to him when he escaped his enclosure.
I really don't want to help find or assist you with anything due to what happened last time, but go ahead, what